Grace, I'm so excited. I heard you're getting married. Yeah, I am. Huh? That's it? Why didn't you tell me something this important? Oh no! Are you mad? I'm not mad, but if you decided to get married, I would have liked to know sooner. I told Mom and I thought that was enough. But I heard you told her a month after you got engaged. You're always so bad at keeping in touch, you know. And I would have preferred if you told me directly, not through Mom. We're sisters. Oops, sorry. I've been quite busy with the wedding preparations and all. I get that you're busy. Right? The move and the paperwork are all such a hassle. By the way, who's the lucky guy? I met him through work. His name is Justin. He's honest and sweet. He makes me feel safe when I'm with him. That's good to hear. Yeah, I plan to quit my job and become a full-time housewife after we get married. I want a baby soon, and I'm really looking forward to it. That's great. When you get pregnant, you better tell me right away. Okay. Anyway, congratulations. I wish you and him all the happiness. Thank you. Let's keep in touch more often from now on. Will do. Grace, do you have a moment? Hey, Grace, please answer me already. What's up, Max? Phew, finally you replied. Thank goodness. I was worried sick about you. You're exaggerating. I'm fine. You haven't contacted me at all since you got married. I was starting to wonder what I'd do if you never replied. Oh, is that right? Yeah, it's hard to meet in person because we live far from each other. But you could at least keep in touch. Mom and Dad miss you too. Oh, sorry. I've been pretty busy myself and didn't have much time. Come on. This is the first contact in 3 years. That's pretty bad, even for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't come home and you skip all the family gatherings. Those things just felt like too much trouble. But Mom and Dad are worried about you. They have no idea how you've been since you got married. Have I freaked them out? I mean, they're concerned. You should call them sometimes. Mom's even worried about whether you're eating properly. Oh dear, but I'm managing things just fine, so don't worry. You know, I tried to reach out, but you never replied. My bad, but don't start lecturing me when we're finally in touch. So, you got something to tell me? That's why you're texting me, right? You still have that habit of changing the subject when things get uncomfortable, huh? All right, enough of that. If you don't get to the point, I'll stop replying. Fine. Do you know Rachel is getting married soon? She sent you an invitation but hasn't heard back from you. Oh, that? I think I saw it, but didn't think I could go, so I didn't reply. Why would you do that? If you can't attend, at least let her know. And don't forget how much she took care of us when we were kids. When Mom and Dad were away, she babysat us a lot. I don't remember much from back then. She's our relative, right? Do I really need to go to her wedding? Have you completely forgotten? She made us lunch every day during summer break. She took us places, played with us, and even helped with our homework. I vaguely remember that. And when Mom worked late, she would come over and read us stories or watch TV with us. Did she really? Yes, she did. She even took care of you when you had a fever. She was worried and stayed up all night nursing you. I guess that did happen. She looked after us a lot. If it weren't for her, our childhood would have been much harder. Hearing that, I'm starting to remember a bit more. That's why you should go to her wedding and celebrate. She even came to yours. She would love to see you. And you don't come home unless something like this happens. This is a good chance to visit Mom and Dad. I'm busy, so it's hard when you ask me suddenly. Busy with what? You're a housewife, right? And you don't have kids yet, do you? I'm sure you can manage to attend a wedding. Well, that's true, but I'm living with my mother-in-law right now, and it's not going well. I find it hard to leave the house. What about Justin? He's a nice guy, right? Can't he help you with your mother-in-law? He's on a business trip and isn't home, which makes it even harder for her. So, given the situation, attending a wedding feels impossible for me. I understand. I want you to meet my baby too. But if that's the case, I get it. Make sure you contact Rachel yourself, okay? Whoa! Wait! Your baby? What are you talking about? Oh, are you curious? Of course! You have a baby now? Yes, she was born recently. She's absolutely adorable. Oh my God! What's her name? Her name is Shanna. She's still tiny and a handful, but watching her sucking milk is so soothing. Oliver is head over heels for her. She's the star of our home. She sounds so cute! Of course she is. I thought marrying Oliver was the happiest moment of my life. But now, seeing Shanna at the end of each day gives me so much joy. I've decided I'll attend the wedding after all. I'll reply to the invitation. Really? What changed your mind? What about your mother-in-law? I'm too excited to meet Shanna. And of course, I want to celebrate Rachel too. Saying it like that feels a bit insincere. But if you're coming, that's all that matters. She'll be happy too. Just to avoid any mix-ups, make sure to let her know I'm attending. Oh, and I have something on that day, so I'll be late. Tell her that as well. You're gonna be late? Can't you reschedule it? No, pretty much locked in. The wedding lasts until 9 p.m., right? I'll definitely be there by then, so don't worry. I guess it's better than not coming at all. All right, I'll let her and Mom know. Thanks. See you at the wedding. Make sure you show up, okay? No last-minute cancellations. I know. Grace, are you driving? Something terrible has happened. Max? What's going on? Sorry to scare you suddenly. Where are you right now? You're not home yet, right? I'm at a gas station on my way home. What happened? A baby who was at the wedding has gone missing. Do you remember the little girl I was holding when you arrived? That girl is nowhere to be found. You were holding her before you left, right? Yeah, I remember. She was so cute. I held her for a bit. I even took a photo with her. Do you know who took her after that? When you didn't come back for a while, I took her out for some fresh air. Out? Where did you go? Just around the venue a bit. Then what? After a little walk, I went back to my car. Wait, why did you go back to your car? What do you think? Huh? She's asleep next to me right now. No, what are you thinking? I'm infertile. Remember I told you things weren't going well with my mother-in-law? It's because of my infertility. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, my mother-in-law doesn't want a daughter-in-law who can't have kids. Our relationship has been terrible ever since. Mother-in-law from hell. Hold on. I understand that you're going through a tough time because of your infertility. But why would you take someone else's baby? Because while I'm suffering, you're so happy, bragging about yours. If you're that happy, why not share some of that happiness with me? So I took her. Wait, I don't have a baby. What? You were bragging so much. What are you saying now? Stop joking. It's not a joke. When I said my baby, I meant my cat. A cat? I recently adopted a kitten from a friend. Her name is Sienna. But you didn't deny having a baby when I asked. And at the wedding, you were holding this girl the whole time. Sienna is like a child to me, no doubt. And I was just looking after the girl at the wedding for a bit. So whose baby is this? Rachel's. But she just got married today. It's a shotgun wedding. They've been living together for a long time and got married after they found out they were having a baby. They decided to have the wedding after she gave birth. Since she couldn't take care of the girl in her wedding dress, I helped out. So, she isn't yours? Exactly. As I said, I don't have a child yet, though I'd like to in the future. Oh no! What do I do? I thought she was yours. Am I going to get arrested? Even if she were my child, you can't do something like this. Is she okay? Yeah, I bought a car seat just for today, so she's safe. That's why I was late. I see. So you were well prepared. Why did you do this? Was it really just jealousy? I told you I'm infertile and not getting along with my mother-in-law. Justin said he'd divorce me if I couldn't conceive. I didn't know what to do and I felt desperate. Okay, is that the truth? Yes. All right. You won't get away without consequences, but I'll explain your situation to everyone. Bring the baby back right away. Will I get arrested when I return? Given the circumstances, they might be lenient since we're family, but there's no guarantee. If you don't return her, you'll definitely be arrested. Understood. I'll bring her back now. We'll be waiting. Drive safely and don't get into an accident. You're a liar, Max. How could you deceive me like that? What are you upset about all of a sudden? I trusted you and brought the baby back, but everything turned out completely different. I didn't deceive you. When I brought her back last night, we agreed to put things on hold, remember? Given your complicated situation and the fact that she was unharmed, Rachel and her family decided to wait before contacting the police. They said they'd decide what to do after understanding your circumstances better. Right? So why does Justin know everything? He called me saying he was coming here right away. And now he's talking about divorce. What's going on? I'm glad I kept this number from before. It's useful in situations like this for quick communication and getting to the bottom of things. What are you talking about? As I said, we agreed to put things on hold until we understood your situation better. So I contacted the person who knows it best, your husband. I asked him about your relationship with your mother-in-law and your issues with him. Why would you do that? Don't you trust your own sister? Given the seriousness of the situation, it was necessary to determine the truth. Thanks to that, we found out who was really at fault. If I hadn't spoken to him, we might have believed your lies and made irreversible mistakes. Lies? I told the truth. I know what I did was wrong, but I didn't lie. As I said, I spoke to Justin. There's no point in pretending now. I also talked to your mother-in-law and learned more about the situation. Continuing to lie won't help you. I'm not lying. Everything happened because my mother-in-law pushed me to the edge. But you haven't seen or lived with her for the past 2 years, right? You were separated from Justin because of your cheating. The only truth you told me was about your infertility. Everything else was a lie. Why would you believe others over your own sister? That's so unfair. I saw proof of your separation and evidence of your affair. Infertile, so no pregnancy means I can cheat, right? I even saw your messages with your boyfriend. With all this evidence, how can you say it's unfair? Silence now that things are going south? Didn't I tell you to work on that childish behavior? You already cornered me, and yet you're still nagging? Enough already! Do you realize the situation you're in? I thought you were going to make more excuses. What's the point? Everything's already out in the open, right? No use pretending now. If that baby had been yours, at least I would have felt better. What do you mean? Didn't Justin tell you? I got dumped by my boyfriend too. I heard he disappeared as soon as the possibility of divorce came up. And this relates to taking the baby how? It doesn't, really. But when we spoke last time, I was at the worst time of my life. Separated from Justin, was dumped by my boyfriend, and facing a likely divorce. So what? And you, in all your insensitivity, told me you were the happiest you've ever been? I can't stand people like you. So I decided to take your baby. But it turned out to be a cat. How ridiculous. Ridiculous? That's my line. Are you trying to pick a fight? So what if you're unhappy? That doesn't justify ruining someone else's happiness. Blaming others and lying doesn't solve anything. Someone who behaves like that can never be truly happy. More lecturing? Yeah, my bad. Happy now? I'm not interested in your righteous speeches. That kind of attitude is why you're in this mess. Infertile or not, cheating is a betrayal. What you did last night is a crime. On top of that, you lied to me and Rachel. I don't even want to consider you my sister anymore. Let's cut ties then. We haven't been close anyway, so fine by me. Are we done now? Justin's talking about divorce, so I've got more pressing matters. You really have no intention of reflecting on your actions, do you? That's disappointing. Oh, spare me. Think whatever you want. We're not family anymore, so it's not my problem. What the heck? What are they doing here? There's a police car outside my house. Oh, they arrived sooner than I expected. Did you call them? Yes, I did. Is this a joke? For someone who doesn't reflect, this is the best course of action. I can't believe you actually reported me. I'm your sister. We're not family anymore, so it doesn't concern me. You're awful. What am I supposed to do? Are they going to take me in? I returned the baby. Why should I be arrested? You didn't reflect on your actions, envied others' happiness, and tried to ruin it for selfish reasons. This outcome suits someone like that, don't you think? Besides, I can't stand someone who stoops so low. God darn it! What do I do? I can hear them banging on the door. You should answer it. No way! I need to run. It's pointless. You need to stay calm and tell the truth. Come help me right now. Max! Grace was taken away in a police car to the station. Her husband decided to proceed with the divorce. After being released, she tried to return to her family home, but both Rachel and our parents, along with me, cut ties with her. She was left completely alone. Even her friends wouldn't help her, and she now lives in a rundown apartment, avoiding people and living in solitude. She had a nice husband and a comfortable life as a housewife, but her jealousy and selfishness led her to this downfall. There's no room for sympathy. Meanwhile, Rachel and her family are living happily, grateful that their baby returned safely. While they can't forgive Grace for trying to take their baby, they hope she reflects on her actions and finds her own path to happiness. It's remarkable how Rachel, despite the betrayal, can still wish well for Grace. A few months after the incident, I found out I was pregnant. Everyone's looking forward to the baby's arrival. Along with our beloved cat, I plan to cherish and nurture my family.
Hi, Taylor. Have you had a chance to think about the cohabitation thing? I've been waiting for your response forever, but I can't wait any longer. It's been a whole month. I'm sure you've reached a decision by now. Can you let me know already? Why are you being so stubborn? Hi, Alana. I've already given you my answer many times. We're not going to live together. And I've also told you many times that I won't accept that answer. If your mother-in-law requests to live together, you should go along and say by all means. It's time to stop this pointless stubbornness and learn what it means to be a good daughter-in-law. Besides, Cole also wants to live with me. But your stubborn attitude is holding him back from taking the next step. He has clearly said he doesn't want to live with you. It's a joint decision between us not to live with you. Either you're making assumptions or he's being considerate toward you. You clearly don't understand his feelings. You're failing as a wife. When you deny the most crucial part, it's impossible to make any progress. Anyway, living together is happening no matter what. I'll move over there. You better be thankful since I'm going through all this trouble. No way. Once I've sorted out my moving arrangements, I'll let you know, so make sure you're prepared to welcome me. No matter what you say, we have no intention of living with you.
Hey, honey. Sorry for texting you so late. I got a message from my mom about the living situation. Is she forcing us to agree or something?
Oh, hon. Yeah, it's like she's taking matters into her own hands.
I'm totally against it. I can't live with her. You made it clear, right?
Of course, I haven't agreed to anything. I was planning to talk about it when you got back from your night shift. I guess she made the first move.
What happened?
If you read our chat from this afternoon, it'll make more sense. But to sum it up, it's like if the mother-in-law wants to live together, the daughter-in-law should follow suit. I told her you were against it too, but she said it was either me assuming things or you're being considerate toward me. You're supposed to be in favor of living together, so she's planning to move in with us. She said to get ready to welcome her. Voila.
Seriously? She's just completely ignoring our opinions. Even though she's my mom, I'm so fed up with her. So when is she planning to move in?
She let us know when she's ready, so it might not be right away, I guess.
She hasn't given a clear date. Doesn't seem like it's happening in the next few days. But we should probably consider that we don't have all the time in the world. Well, we should figure something out before our honeymoon trip next week.
True that. I guess it won't be tomorrow or the next day, so we still have a bit of time.
My break is almost over. I'll just finish my night shift for now. Let's discuss it tomorrow for sure.
Got it. Good luck with your work. Taylor, you guys are going on your honeymoon today, right?
Yes.
You'll be back in a week, right? Right. Okay, so what time do I need to be at the airport? JFK or Newark?
What?
I'm asking you. It's just that you never told me where to meet you, so I took the initiative to ask. Seriously, hello? You can be such a scatterbrain sometimes.
Do you mean you want to come to the airport to see us off?
Huh? I'm going on the trip with you. What else?
What the?
So where and when are we meeting?
Well, I, didn't book your ticket.
OMG. It's just me and Cole. Why? Why am I being left out? That's not fair.
Left out? It's a honeymoon trip for us. It's normal for a married couple to go alone, right?
What are you talking about? The whole world might think that, but Cole should want to take me with him.
He's right next to me asking if you, who's never been overseas, have a passport in the first place.
Oh, come on. I could just buy one at the airport.
Are you serious?
Why? you can't buy a passport at the airport. You have to go to the passport agency, make an appointment, and submit an application. Passport agency? I think the nearest office to where you live is probably W Main Street in downtown Rochester. Then I'll go right away. I'll swing by there and then head to the airport. But they don't give you a passport then and there. It usually takes some time. What in the world? So I can't go with you? No, you can't. Did you plan this on purpose? Huh? I guess this is why there was no prior discussion. When you arranged the trip, you intentionally left me out and only booked for 2 of you, right? And to make sure I wouldn't accompany you, you kept the passport application a secret. You got quite the nerve. You must have kept all of this from Cole too. He must be really upset that I can't go with him. A despicable person like you isn't worth being his wife. He actually handled all the travel arrangements, you know. That's a lie. And why would I ask about passport stuff for someone who's not supposed to go? Hold on, so you mean I wasn't included from the beginning? Right, you never were. To be honest, the idea of you joining the honeymoon is so outrageous that both of us are really taken aback. We've never heard of parents tagging along on a honeymoon. It's weird. But I guess you understand now that it's not something you can just leave on a moment's notice like a domestic trip. Anyway, I have to go. Hi, Taylor. I guess you're flying back now. Well, that's not really important. The thing is, since I couldn't go on a trip with you and had some free time, I decided to put it good use by preparing for the move. It went pretty smoothly, and I've already set off for your apartment. I'll be there in about 2 hours, so I'm letting myself in, okay? Oh, and you don't have to worry about the key. When you guys stayed over for Christmas, I borrowed it from your bag and had a spare made. You've been pretty tight-fisted, so I took matters into my own hands and it paid off. But seriously, starting today, I can live in that fancy apartment too. It might not be one of those trendy high-rises, but being on the top floor is still amazing. My son sure knows how to pick a nice place. So Taylor, starting today, we're living together. You're going to get some serious training from me. Hey, the key isn't working. What's going on here? Taylor, are you there? Answer me. Alana, I just got off the plane and turned on my phone. What on earth is going on? I want clear explanations from you. Oh, Taylor, I arrived at your place a little while ago, but the key isn't working. Huh? You're already there? What happened to let us know beforehand? Like you said you would. Well, it's because you didn't take me on the honeymoon. I had some free time, so I moved in early. More importantly, why isn't the key working? Did you change the lock because you didn't want me here? You're really sneaky, aren't you? I guess I'll need to rethink my plans for your training from today. It's going to be even more strict and draconian than originally planned. In your dream. What? Phew, that was close. Dodged a bullet there. I don't get it. What are you talking about? I don't want to talk to you anymore, especially since you're so unreasonable and freaky. What the? Hey, you! You're insulting the mother of your husband.
Mom.
Oh, Cole! Listen, Taylor just unleashed some totally uncalled for verbal attacks on me. You're going to help me with the training to put her in place. I'm living with you guys from now on, and I'm going to make sure everything's just right.
Never mind the training. All you ever do is say whatever you want.
See? She's really selfish, isn't she?
I'm talking about you.
Me?
Since you seem to have trouble believing her, I'll say it myself. We're not going to live with you.
No way!
It's been 10 years since Dad divorced you, and it seems like you still have a problem living alone. But the moment you take out that frustration on her is so appalling that living together is out of the question.
Hold on, Cole. There's no need for you to be considerate to such a terrible wife of yours. I know your true feelings. It must have been tough all these years being with her. From now on, I'll be with you so you don't have to worry anymore. You've already landed, right? I wonder how long it'll take you to get home, since it seems like Taylor changed the lock. I'll wait for you at a nearby cafe.
She didn't change the lock.
Really? Then who could have done something like this?
It's not a prank. The management of the apartment probably changed the locks as part of their preparations for the next tenant.
Management? New tenant?
We've already moved. We didn't want to be there when you barged in on us. It was a smart move before our honeymoon.
OMG. Oh, I get it. Taylor must have said something to you, right?
What the?
It's okay, I'll help you out. What's the new address? I'll find a good divorce lawyer for you. I won't let that terrible woman step a foot inside of the new place.
God, don't you get it? Haven't you realized that Dad divorced you because of your personality issues?
Huh?
God darn it. You never admit your mistakes and even have paranoid delusions, leading to constant disputes with neighbors. Do you know how ashamed Dad and I felt every time we had to apologize for your fits? How many times have we had to move and I had to change schools because of you? I had a miserable childhood thanks to you, and even as an adult and after getting married, I still have to be plagued by your issues.
Wait,
Dad put up with a lot, you know. He endured it all those years until I turned 18. I've had enough too. To be honest, I reached my limit a long time ago. I managed to endure because we lived separately and we only met occasionally.
Cole, what are you saying? You love me, don't you?
Yeah, right. I don't need a mother who completely ignores my feelings and insists on cohabiting.
Cole, honey.
This is the very last time I talk to you. Goodbye.
Cole! It seems that Alana was hoping to sneak into our apartment and start cohabiting while we were on our honeymoon. However, her plans took an unexpected turn when Cole declared estrangement, leading to a tantrum and even involving the police. Moreover, when she mentioned her ex-husband as her emergency contact, it was a complete dead end. He's currently living abroad. He anticipated that she might cause problems in the future, so he moved away early on. The honeymoon also had the purpose of visiting him, so there was no way we could take her. In the end, she returned to her hometown where there was no longer a family. Her infamous reputation from back then still haunts her, resulting in an abrupt shunning by the community. But she is probably still living in her lonely world filled with self-pity and delusions of victimhood.
Paige, we need to talk immediately. Huh? Today, okay? Are you okay, Mom? I don't want you calling me a mother. You're a loser. What is it all of a sudden? Will you explain what's going on? You don't have any idea? Well, no. I don't even know why you're calling me a loser. Be quiet, you beggar. Now I'm a beggar. Will you please calm down and explain? I can't calm down after seeing your bank account. My bank account? You didn't lock your laptop and left it on the dining table. What? Why are you at my place? Did you make a duplicate key again? We talked about this. Please ask before you come to our house. What are you even doing there? That doesn't matter now. You only have $10 in your account. $10? You work for a big company and your balance is only $10? You must be spending a lot. When you and Alex visited me before you guys got married, I said okay because you had a decent job at a mega company. But your balance is $10? What the hell is this? Are you not making enough or spending too much? Get a divorce right now and get out my son's house. Let me tell you something. I have no recollection of that account. There's no reason for me to leave. You deny what I've surely seen with my own eyes? That's not my account, so I don't know what to do. Oh no, what kind of a person you are? You're such a loser. You're a beggar! You're a spender! All of them are wrong. I feel sorry for Alex. He'll divorce you for sure. Alex, how's your friend's wedding? Hi, Paige. It's going great. What's up? I think your mom made a duplicate key to the house again. What? I'm sorry to bother you when you're in a festive mood. It's okay, and there's nothing to apologize. I mean, I took away her duplicate key last time. I know, and I saw you at that you did. But she was here again today without permission. Oh no. How many duplicate keys did she make? And what did she do this time? Did she smash all the dishes? She saw a bank account with a balance of $10. What? She said the laptop was on the dining table. Do you know anything about it? Yeah, that's probably my fault. What? Oh, yeah? We were talking about moving a good chunk of money into our city the other day. So, this morning, I transferred all but $10. I think I didn't turn off my laptop. Oh, that's why the account has $10. Yep. This morning, right before I went to the wedding. I was busy changing into my suit and totally forgot about closing my laptop. I usually close all the windows and turn it off. I'm a cautious person, you know. I see. That makes sense. I left before you did this morning, so I wondered what was happening. I'm sorry it got messy. I'll talk to Mom about it. Please. Wait a minute. What? I think we can use this situation. Don't you? Use this situation? It's what we're talking about when my mom made a duplicate key without permission last time. What? Oh, that! Yeah, I was serious about it. What do you think? I don't know. I'd appreciate it if you're okay with it, but... Then it's settled. I hope you're fine if it gets messy. It's okay. I trust you. Thank you. Let's have a strategy meeting when we get home. Sure. Paige, looks like you're ready to listen to me now. I found a divorce paper on the living room table. Huh? Did you enter the house without permission again? That's not important. You're getting a divorce, right? I told Alex about your account, and I guess it worked. Oh, you told him? Then you'd understand. That's Alex's bank account. Don't lie to me, loser. I'm not lying. It's not good to accuse someone without checking the evidence. Alex seemed to be trying to cover for you by saying that. But you signed the divorce papers just as I told you. I was right. You loser, get out of our life. I see. I wanted to give you one last chance. The last chance? I don't care if you believe me or not anymore. Huh? That's enough. Excuse me. What the hell is this? Well, if the divorce is finalized, I don't care about anything else. I will make sure that Alex's old room is clean and tidy. He can come home whenever. Paige, I just finished work. Thanks for your hard work. I saw the text you sent me. I guess it didn't work. Yeah, well, I thought I'd given her one last chance. She has accumulated decades of lousy temperament. Even I couldn't handle it. Are you okay? After all, she's your mother. Are you sure? Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Actually, a part of me feels good about it. After all, my dad's on the verge of a mental breakdown because of my mom. She's a monster. No one can change her mind. She thinks her way or the highway. I see. I appreciate your concern. I've already over it. I'm fine. Yeah, okay. I'll see you at the new place then. Yes, I'm leaving home now. Paige, what is this all about? I thought you were divorced, but Alex never came home. I went to the house today to check on him, but I couldn't use my key. Not just that, your neighbor told me that there's no one living there now. Where on earth have you taken Alex? Give me back my Alex! Mom, stop texting Paige. Alex, where are you now? Come back to our house as soon as possible. We'll live together again, just like in old times. Live together? Did we ever get along, Mom? What are you talking about? We've been good for a long time. When your father ran away, you stayed with me. Because if I hadn't, he wouldn't have been free. What? You got pregnant with me to keep Dad from leaving you, right? Oh no, that's not true. Dad was terrified by your obsessive behavior. Did you know that he went to see a psychiatrist? Well, so I stayed with you so that Dad could leave and be free. What? But that's over now. What do you mean? I don't ever want to lose Paige. She married me knowing all these things. Huh? What are you talking about? You're already divorced. Nope. Huh? That divorce paper is fake. Fake? You were bothering Paige about the bank account and told her to get a divorce. We wanted to see your reaction when you see the fake divorce paper. I wanted to know if you would listen to what I had to say. That's what we wanted to know. I had to laugh because everything went as badly as I had expected. What? I'm all done with you. What? We moved out of the house without telling you. What are you talking about? What did she do to you? Are you brainwashed? If so, I'll get you a lawyer or something. I told you we moved most of the money to CD. And that account is mine. You didn't even check it and assumed it was Paige's. But she only had $10. She must be spending a lot behind you then. Again, we moved most of the money to CD. I also explained that the account was mine. You didn't listen to me at all. You don't care what I say. You don't care about my feeling. Alex? There's no point in talking to you. I'm done. Huh? Please do not contact us anymore. Wait! Goodbye forever. Immediately after this, both Alex and I changed our phone numbers. This alone was not enough to make us feel secure. We asked his relatives, and they agreed to keep eyes for a while. We started moving to the UK, where Alex's father lives. Alex's dad is running a business there, and Alex is supposed to help him with that. My request to transfer to the UK branch office was approved, and in fact, I have already left for the UK. On the other hand, my mother-in-law somehow learned that we moved somewhere in the UK, but she does not know how to find us. She's stressed out and broke down one day. She lives in a facility where no one comes to visit her.
Sis? Hey, sis! Don't ignore my text. Come on, sis, answer me. Huh? Alice? Hi, sis! I finally got your reply. It's been 3 years. How are you? Are you really Alice? How did you get my number? Yeah, I finally tracked it down. I had a really hard time. I've been trying to get in touch with you for a long time. What did you do to find out? Just kidding. You don't have to be so scared, lol. I ran into a friend of yours the other day. I took advantage of the opportunity and sneaked a look at her cell phone. I didn't use a detective or anything weird like that, so don't worry. Mom and Dad wouldn't tell me your number. I mean, neither one of them responds to my calls. Why is that? Of course they won't. Besides, I asked them not to tell you my number. That's terrible. I'm your only little sister. Do you even know what you've done? You don't even respect me as your older sister. You're not being so nice to me, sis. It's true, a lot of things happened in the past. But that was 3 years ago. Statute of limitations. Statute of limitations. You're not the one to decide that. Anyway, I heard you're getting married. How can you keep this from your precious sister? It's none of your business. Oh, I get it. You're just worried that it'll be like before. It's been 3 years, but you're so worried, sis. No, I'm not, but I don't want to see your face again. I knew you'd be wary. You're thinking I'll take your fiancé again like before. No, I'm not. It's hard having a beautiful sister, but it's your fault for being born uglier than me. It's a law of the world that a beautiful woman is chosen over an ugly one. LOL. Whatever. Anyway, what's going on with you and Max? Max? I already broke up with him. Once he became mine, he became uninteresting. I knew it. I knew you'd say that. So let's bygones be bygones. Let bygones be bygones? I broke up with your ex-fiancé, so I didn't do anything wrong. You did do a wrong thing. Oh, really? We both broke up with Max, so we're in the same boat. Well, I don't care about my ex. By the way, I didn't get an invitation. Of what? Come on, you're playing dumb. Of course, I'm talking about an invitation to your wedding. I haven't sent it out to anyone yet, but I'm not inviting you. I'm your sister. How can you not invite your sister? I want to see your current boyfriend. It's impossible for me to invite you. I thought you appreciated me. Appreciate? You? Why? Because it's a good thing we found out Max was that kind of guy before you married him. Thanks to me, you didn't marry a man who's so easily seduced by other women. That's true, but I did it for you, sis. You were about to fall for the wrong guy, so I was your savior, so to speak. I'll check out your next boyfriend and see if he's a bad guy too. Don't ever do that. You've always wanted everything from me. You're lying that you're doing this for me. Because I'm your little sister. As a big sister, you're supposed to give everything to your little sister. You know what? That's what a big sister is for. That's all you're good for. You're talking nonsense. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm going to become stupid like you. I'm telling you the truth. So it's normal for me to be with your fiancé. I mean, you should even give him to me yourself. Do you get it? Hey, more importantly, what kind of person is this guy you're going to get married to? I said it's none of your business. I'm not even going to tell you. Just don't contact me again, okay? You're still wary of me. Well, that's understandable, because I'm much prettier than you. I'll definitely go to your wedding, no matter what you say. Looking forward to it, LOL. Sis, is this a good time? Come on, sis, answer me. What is it? What do you want? I told you not to contact me anymore. I'm going to block you. Wait. If you block me, you'll regret it. I have big news for you, sis. You'll be surprised. What are you talking about? I have a bad feeling about this. Who do you think I'm with right now? What? I don't know. Oh my god, it's your fiancé! Surprised? What? That's impossible. Don't bullshit me. It is possible. He's right next to me now. Thane Ulverstone. Yeah, so? What? That's a small reaction? Are you so surprised that you can't even say anything? If you're so nonchalant, I might take him again. Or maybe we're already in a relationship. How's that? Surprising, isn't it? It's frustrating, right? Do whatever you want. What? Is it okay? You're right. Like Max, if he's the kind of guy who's always on the lookout for other women, I don't want to be with him. Thanks for taking him away from me, LOL. You're acting tough. You cried like a baby before. That was me feeling sorry for myself. I thought you were my sister, and I trusted Max. I felt like an idiot for trusting these people. That's right, you're an idiot. You're a real idiot for realizing it now. I love taking things from you. It's so fun to see you sad. I see. You're ugly, but you don't even know it. And you're so bossy just because you're good at studying. I've always hated it when people thought I was your sister. I didn't know that. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. You're ugly. You know what? Ugly people are supposed to be modest. And yet you tried to get married before me. I'm beautiful, unlike you. There's no way you're getting married before me. Is that why you took Max? Just because I tried to get married first? That's right. But Max was a failure. I did take him from you, but he didn't have much money. And he wasn't particularly good looking either. Yeah, well, he didn't have any money. So I'll take Thane this time. Sis! Hey, sis! What? I'm busy right now. What's going on? What are you talking about? It's my wedding today. Oh, I see. It's my wedding, and why aren't you here? Mom, Dad, and everyone else, nobody is sitting at the family table. I sent out the invitations, didn't I? But you didn't get replies, did you? We're family. Of course family members would attend my wedding. Family? Who is? Who? Of course you guys are. You know Mom and Dad already cut you off because of what happened with Max. And yet, you keep asking for money over and over again, and you don't even work hard yourself. It's only natural for parents to give money to their daughter. You've gone beyond the normal bounds of raising a daughter. You know that. Do you have any idea how many times mom and dad have had to clean up your mess? They can't take care of you anymore. I don't even consider you as my sister anymore. What about my wedding? It's not cool to have no one sitting at the family table. Besides, if mom and dad don't give me money, we can't afford the wedding venue. I don't care anything about that. Why don't you be honest? Tell everyone I've neglected all my relatives because of my bad behavior. There's no way I can tell them that. Anyway, come here now. And bring mom and dad with you. I'm not going. I can't go. I knew you were jealous of me. Jealous? Why? Because you lost your fiancé again. That's why you're doing this. Getting your mom and dad involved and boycotting my wedding with everyone else? It's terrible. This is ridiculous. First of all, my fiancé is not being taken. The reason I can't come over is because it's my wedding today. Huh? What are you talking about? What a coincidence. I can't believe I got married on the same day as you. What are you talking about? That's impossible. Because Thane is here, you know. Who are you going to marry? I have no idea what you're talking about. Sis, did you lose your mind because you're so frustrated that I took Thane away from you? LOL. Who are you going to marry? Thane Ulverstone. Your fiancé? It was written on the invitation, wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was written on the invitation. I threw away the invitation right away because I would never go. I knew I couldn't go anyway. There's no way I could be at someone else's wedding on my own wedding day. What are you talking about? There's no way that's true. Thane is right here. What are you really saying? You're a liar. I don't like it when you call me a liar. I feel insulted. You're just saying that because you're a sore loser, right? No, of course not. Of course, I'm marrying Thane Ulverstone. I've been saying this so many times. Thane is right here. Which Thane are you talking about? I'm talking about your fiancé, Thane. Who else would it be? You're not making any sense. I don't know what you mean either. When you texted me before, Thane was right next to me, so I wondered what you were talking about. Of course, Thane is with me now. Who are you talking about all this time? Huh? What? What do you mean? It's a lie. Thane is with me. I wouldn't lie about something like this. It's the truth. Then who's the guy that's with me? I don't know, but it's Thane, right? Your fiancé. But at least he's not my fiancé. What? No way. Oh, come to think of it, I do know one person who might be the guy you're with. What do you mean? One of Thane's classmates in college had the same name as him. Same name? But Thane Ulverstone is a pretty rare name, isn't it? That's impossible. It is an unusual name, but it's not impossible. At first, they got excited about having the same name and hit it off. But that guy was not only lazy, but he was not good with money. Not good with money? He pretended to be the other Thane and borrowed money and lied to Thane. Thane cut off this guy because that kind of thing's happened many times. But he said he was Alice's fiancé. Oh, he's lying again. But maybe he knew that you were my sister all along. Maybe that's why he targeted you. Why would he? Thane Ulverstone that you're with right now seems to be the person who wants everything that belongs to others, just like you. You and him make a good couple. Then how did Thane know about me? I didn't know there were two Thane Ulverstones. Maybe he was jealous or envious of Thane, who's successful in everything. Apparently, he still pretended to be the other Thane, pretending to be cool. He was trying to make a pass at me, but I kept saying no. I guess that's when he found out I have a sister. You turned him down? So I'm with a guy who was turned down by you. Yeah, maybe that's why he went after you instead. Maybe he doesn't know you've been cut off by your family. He seemed to have been doing a lot of research about our parents' financial situation. What do you mean? I don't know, but I'm glad you're marrying him. I've been having a hard time because he was stalking me. If you guys get married and both settle down, we'll be safe and sound. I'll start a happy life with my Thane. Wish you a happy life with your Thane, LOL. That's a lie. What? Wait, if you're being wedded too, could it be that no one's coming to ours because... Of course, they're here for my wedding. Everyone is here to celebrate my wedding. Oh my god! It's terrible to embarrass your little sister. Terrible? Look who's talking. You're the one who's been making fun of me all this time. But, well, let's let bygones be bygones. We'll both be newlyweds, and we'll build our own happy families, LOL. I don't want to. If my Thane is not your fiancé, then what's the point? Oh yeah. Your Thane, it seems he's in debt as usual. Debt? You knew and you didn't tell me. Why didn't you tell me? Well, you were so happy and you said you were going out with him. I don't want to put a damper on your conversation, so I was being thoughtful. How much debt does he have? Why should I know? But you'd better be careful. There are rumors that he's been involved in underground money lenders. Underground money lenders? Yeah, I don't know much about that. I hear those lenders are very strict about collections, so you can't escape from them. Oh, but you're like him. You're used to being in debt, so I guess you'll be fine. I'm not used to... I can't tell you how many times Mom and Dad had to apologize to lenders because you borrowed money and overdrafted. You know that, don't you? But it didn't seem to hurt you, so you must be good at living in debt. From now on, why don't you and Thane do your best to pay off the debt together? Now that you're a married couple, you should get along well with each other. No, I don't want to. Please help me. Help you? You're asking me, an ugly idiot woman? You're my sister. You're my only sister. You stole your only sister's fiancé just for the fun of it. I apologize for that. No matter how sorry you are, it doesn't erase what you did. Like I said before, Mom and Dad and I don't consider you family anymore. Please help me. From now on, I'll do whatever you say, sis. Please beg Dad for me. It's not going to work. Mom and Dad regret helping you too much. They think that's why you became like this. They're not going to help you until you become a decent person. You're on your own. That's impossible. I won't make fun of you anymore. Please, help me, sis. You're my savior, aren't you? You saved me so much. Thank you. I wish you and your Thane a long and happy life together. Sis, don't abandon me. Alice held her wedding without any of her relatives attending. Thane, who became her husband, was furious that his guest was off. It seems that Thane and his parents were relying on Alice's parents' money. Thane's family was a family of spendthrifts, and they were already deep in debt. As rumored, they also borrowed heavily from underground moneylenders. So, Thane's parents thought that they could rely on his son's wife's parents when their son got married. As soon as they found out that they couldn't do that, the whole family started giving Alice a hard time. They made Alice work from morning till night to pay off the debt. Such a troublesome family Thane's family was. But the amount of debt was way too big and couldn't be dealt with just by forcing Alice to work. So it's inevitable, and they will eventually get into trouble. As for me, along with my Thane and his parents, now live a peaceful and tranquil life. Now that I am no longer related to my sister, I feel the weight has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Let's cancel the wedding.
What?
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be trapped in a birdcage called marriage and wither away. I want to be free to flap my wings. I don't want to be tied down.
I'm not trying to tie you up.
That's a lie. At my bachelorette party, my coworkers scared me. They said marriage is stressful and I have to be ready for it.
It really depends.
You want to keep me in the cage, don't you?
No, I don't. You're free to do whatever you want. You know, I never told you to stay at home all the time before we got married.
I thought I saw it in your eyes.
I think that's just your imagination. You can keep working, and if you want to go out to learn new hobbies, you can too.
That's how you set a sweet trap and led me to the cage. Oh my god, I almost fell for it.
You've been talking as a bird all day. What's wrong with you? Are you feeling pre-wedding jitters? The wedding is tomorrow. I hope you feel better.
I'm not going to the wedding tomorrow.
What? We can't just cancel at the last minute.
Yes, we can. I mean, I already called the wedding venue.
Huh? Are you serious? What about the guests for the reception? What about all the preparation we've put in for a long time? It's all going to waste.
Even if there's a delicious looking burger in front of you, you wouldn't eat it if you had an upset stomach. Right? That's how I feel now.
I don't understand. Burger and marriage are too different. It's not just about us.
I'm glad I realized that before I went into the birdcage. I'm not the kind of girl who ends up in that tiny apartment.
We were going to move out when we got married, right?
I'm going to take my chances in the world.
The world?
I want to share my fashion with the world. I'm going to learn to design and paint for it.
You, share your fashion.
Yeah, is it bad?
You should stop joking. You'll be there tomorrow, right?
I'm not joking.
I'd be in trouble if you weren't joking. I've never heard of last-minute cancellations.
You should see the videos on YouTube. There are tons of people like that.
No, those are fiction.
I heard that it's a true story. That's what reassured me. That I wasn't alone. That my friends would support me.
No, you shouldn't think it that way.
Thank you for everything you've done for me. Now I can't remember what I loved about you.
If you didn't love me anymore, you should have told me sooner. Canceling the day before, just crazy.
Just so you know, please pay $40,000 for the cancellation.
$40,000.
All you have to do is pay the money you had set aside. You have money, right?
Hey, are you serious? What did I do?
If I say you haven't done anything, you haven't. And if I say you have, you have. Anyway, I'm sick of you now. I'm not marrying you. I'm not even going to the wedding ceremony.
Can't you reconsider?
I'm sorry, I can't.
What's the matter with you? Please tell me it's just a prank.
Really true.
We have to call all the guests. I don't know if we can make it in one night.
We have to hurry.
Why are you being so optimistic?
It's the start of a new life. I'm excited.
Don't you feel guilty?
To who?
Oh, Lord. Okay, that's enough. You're going to call your own invited guests, right?
I've already contacted them.
What?
I can't bother my friends and relatives. I call them at the same time I call the wedding venue.
Really? What about me?
I don't know about that.
You're joking. Sheila, were you such a terrible person?
Am I? I thought for a moment that a stable, simple life would be nice. but I guess the birdcage was too cramped for a beautiful bird like me.
What's a beautiful bird?
If I were a bird that could fly, you'd be the chicken that can't.
Stop with the bird and the flying and all that. Are you really going to cancel? Are you sure? Is that what you want?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Alright, fine. Well then. The cancellation fee cost me a full $40,000. It was really tough.
You should be thankful I didn't cancel on the same day.
Are you kidding me? You should pay the $40,000 cancellation fee.
Why would I do that? LOL. Don't make me laugh.
We cancelled because of your fault. For now, I've covered the payment. You're the one who's supposed to pay for it. My parents were crying too. They were so mad they couldn't handle it.
My parents were mad too, but we're adults. If you're always seeking your parents' approval, you won't be able to do anything in this one and only life.
Anyway, I'm asking you to pay the full cancellation fee.
I don't have that kind of money. I can't. Besides, I told you I would spread my wings in the world, didn't I?
It's not just a matter of you can't. I'm also going to ask for alimony.
Do whatever you want. I wonder if the lawyers are going to come after me overseas.
Yeah, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth.
You don't even know where I'm going.
I don't care where you go or how long it takes. I'll make sure you pay.
You're so desperate, LOL. I'm sorry you're going to have a hard time. LOL. Good luck.
You can only laugh for now.
If you can catch a flying bird, go ahead and catch it. It's a good thing I left a guy who makes a big deal about $40,000. I can't marry a poor man. LOL. I'll marry a rich man.
I got you.
What?
Overseas, huh? I just found you around here.
How?
I hired a PI and a lawyer. I knew where you were right away, but I let you go because I had some things to check.
You have spent all your money on cancellation fees, right? Do you have that kind of money to hire someone?
Well, you don't even know my assets.
Assets?
My parents put all my savings into a mutual fund when I was a kid. I used it to invest in stocks and forex. That's almost 10 million.
What? 10 million? Why didn't you tell me that before?
What would have happened if I told you?
Then we'd be married.
What? Do you mean you broke off the engagement over money?
Of course. She would have made fun of me for marrying an ordinary office worker.
That woman?
She was at my bachelorette party. Because she married an elite, she's trying to act all superior and show off. I couldn't tell her I was marrying an ordinary office worker.
Is that really the reason?
Yes, that's why I decided not to marry you and rushed to find someone with a high income on a dating app.
Unbelievable.
I met a guy on that day and decided to go out with him, so I had no choice but to cancel the wedding.
It sounds unbelievable. I can't believe I got pushed around like that. It wasn't just me, my parents, the people at the wedding, the guests. That's the kind of stuff you see on YouTube. I can't believe that this crazy woman is real and that she's right around the corner from me.
But you know what? I can't take it anymore. He's too hairy for me now. I miss your smooth chest.
What? I don't care about you anymore.
I know you couldn't forget me either. I can't believe you're looking for me so hard.
Of course I'm looking for you.
I betrayed you once, but I'm glad to hear from you. Sure, let's start over.
What are you talking about?
You spent all that money to find me, and you wanted to meet me, right? I've accepted your feelings.
What?
The wedding turned out like that, so how about an overseas wedding for the two of us? If we do it in the US, I don't know what my relatives will say. Let's get married secretly, just the two of us.
What?
I can understand your surprise. The bird you thought had run away suddenly came back. Of course, anyone would be confused.
What are you talking about?
Do you know that birds have a homing instinct and return to their nests? So my nest was you, Kevin.
Did your friend the woodpecker peck you on the head?
What are you talking about? LOL.
I don't know what you're talking about. I already think of you as a bird.
Oh no, that was just a metaphor. It means I want to flap my wings like a bird.
No, you are just a bird. So, what was that bird language you just said? I didn't understand what you were saying.
Oh my god, Kevin, you still love to joke around.
I'm being serious.
I'm serious too. Let's forget everything and start over.
I guess birds can't understand me. I'll say it so the bird can understand. You have to pay me money, chirp chirp. Understand?
Huh? Are you making fun of me?
I wonder if she understood. I mean, if I think about it, it's rude to treat a bird like that. I mean, some crows are pretty smart.
No, you've got to be kidding me. By money, do you mean the cancellation fee?
Plus the fee for breaking off the engagement.
Alimony for a broken engagement? I've never heard of that.
There's a lot of YouTube videos on it. Please watch it, chirp chirp.
Don't say something weird like alimony.
It's not weird at all. I'm seriously asking you to pay me. Oh, I forgot to put chirp on. Do you understand? Chirp.
Stop saying chirp already. But if you marry me, the engagement won't be broken, right? So don't give me alimony. Let's start over with me and have a happy new marriage.
I'm not marrying a bird. You're going to stay with a guy who looks like a gorilla.
How do you know he looks like a gorilla?
The PI took a picture. Why don't you buy him some bananas? He'll probably love it.
He's got money, but he doesn't match me.
By the way, do you know what he makes his money from?
Real estate.
Real estate. LOL.
What's so funny?
Are you okay? He looks like he's in a lot of trouble. Search for underworld, social and business. It's like he's got every job out there. He's not even supposed to be your friend.
Oh my god, you did all that investigation for me? That's so sweet of you to do that for me.
What?
If he's such a bad guy, he's even worse. Kevin, come and get me. Save me from being trapped in a bad man's bird cage.
I'm not going to. I'm wasting gas money.
Why not? You're terrible.
You're a bad woman too, so you're perfect for each other. Oh, by the way, what happened to that designer thing you were talking about? Was it a brand specializing in orange clothes?
That was more of an excuse. I don't have that kind of taste.
I know. I'll never forget you showing up on our first date wearing a yellow shirt, yellow sweater, yellow socks, and yellow shoes.
What? I can't wear yellow?
I bought you an outfit right away. I thought that was cute, but I should have known you had the brains of a bird.
Please, I really need to start over. I don't want to be with this bad person.
You know what? I think you should go to the hospital.
What? Why? I have no reason to go to the hospital.
Just to be sure, you should have your kidneys checked to see if you have 2 kidneys.
What?
This is not the time to get back together. From what I hear, they can do that in your sleep. Rumor has it, it doesn't even leave a scar.
Oh no. Come to think of it, when I woke up the other night, I was sleeping on the opposite side of the bed.
That's probably because in the middle of the night...
No way.
Do you feel tired easily?
Come to think of it, I feel kind of tired.
No doubt. Go to the hospital now.
What?
Maybe you're missing one.
No!
You woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you're tired, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, my kidney!
Sheila, you poor thing.
Oh no.
Anyway, after you go to the hospital, go back to your parents' house and hide. I'll send you an important letter telling you what to do.
Okay, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Kevin, thank you so much for saving me from the evil bird cage.
Thank you too. I gently hold saying the words for being an idiot, LOL. Sheila went to the hospital and cried in panic, saying, hurry up and take an x-ray. Sheila still had 2 kidneys, but she was terrified that he's going to take them away at any moment. I sent a letter to my Sheila while she was hiding from the gorilla at her parents' place, wrapping a sash around her abdomen for protection. If she doesn't pay me, I'll tell the gorilla where she is. More than anything related to money, I sincerely hope she reflects on the inconvenience she caused to many people. I'm sure that Yellowbird is living quietly in her cage, scared of the outside enemy. I feel sorry for her because she can't fly freely now, LOL.
Shelley, how have you been? It's me.
Oh, hi, Mom. I knew you'd message me.
Oh dear, you were waiting for my message. I know you, Shelley. A child always misses their mother, no matter how old they get.
Except for a mother like you.
Huh?
I heard you were at a pub where I went with my colleagues.
Yes, honey. I wanted to talk to you, so I followed you to the pub.
When I went to the restroom, you approached my colleagues and you carefully told them that you're my long-gone mom. I guess everybody believed you. I heard that you also got my number from them. And then you just left before I returned to the table. When my colleague told me what happened, I denied everything you said, and I confronted them for giving you my number without my permission. You said that you haven't been allowed to see your daughter ever since your husband cheated on you and took everything away. What kind of joke is that? You were the one who left me for a man and got divorced.
But honey, isn't it true that I am your long-gone mom? I haven't seen you in over 20 years.
If you can recognize the face that you haven't seen in over 20 years, you must have been sniffing around me for a while.
Sniffing around? How could you say like that? It's more like I was worrying about my own daughter for a while.
Wow, you sold our house to pay for the cost to elope. And you made my life miserable when I was 6 years old. Don't try to make it sound like you've never done that.
Oh, you knew about that too.
Yeah, someone told me.
Okay, whatever.
So, what do you want? Why were you sniffing around and tricking my colleagues to get my contact?
Oh well, let me get straight to the point. I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
Yes, I heard you got married. And guess what? Your husband is a lawyer. I guess it's better than marrying a police officer.
It's none of your business who I got married to.
Well, if you're just an ordinary woman, there'll be no problem, but...
Huh? What are you trying to say?
Your father is a criminal, and you decided to marry a lawyer?
What?
Oh God, you didn't know? Well, I guess you were too young to remember. It happened when you were 5 years old. When I told him about the divorce, after he got caught involving embezzlement, you didn't even know the word embezzlement. So, I didn't want to waste my time explaining. I didn't say anything else after that. But the fact that your father is a criminal doesn't change. And now, look at you. You got married to a lawyer. Looks like you have deceived him.
What are you talking about?
Well, I can understand why you don't want to admit the truth. I didn't want to be a criminal's wife either. That's why I divorced your father.
Dad is a criminal? What are you talking about? The embezzlement case was cleared up.
Even if it's cleared up, it doesn't change the fact that he has a criminal record.
There's no criminal record.
Yeah, whatever. I know you want to think that way, but you can't turn your back on reality. I'm divorced, so I'm not married to a criminal anymore. But you're his daughter. So, I have a good offer for you. If you don't want your husband to find out about it, give me a $5 million house.
A $5 million house?
Do you know the luxury residential area near the coast? There's a house for sale for $5 million. And it's my dream house. Please get it for me. If you did, I won't tell anyone that your father's criminal.
Why do I have to waste my money on that stupid offer?
What?
You should do some investigation first, before you came to me with the nonsense. Bye. Hey Ryan, do you have a minute?
Hey Shelley. Sure. I'm taking a break now. What's up?
There's something I want to talk about tonight, but I want to apologize first.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. But a crazy thing happened.
Crazy thing?
Well, actually, I got a call from my mother.
What? Your mom?
Yes.
Why? You haven't heard from her in years.
Yes, but she showed up at a pub where I was drinking with my colleagues.
What?
When I went to the restroom, she talked to my colleagues and told them some stupid lies to get my contact.
That's terrible.
And just now, I got a message from her. All her messages are crazy.
Really? Like what?
At first, She told me that my father is a criminal for committing embezzlement.
What? But I thought that the case was settled a long time ago.
That's what I said. My mother divorced and ran away from my father right in the middle of the embezzlement case. I think she didn't find out what happened after that.
I see. So, did she say anything to you?
That's the thing. She knows I married a lawyer.
What? About a marriage?
She demanded a $5 million house in exchange for not revealing about my father to you.
What the hell? That's crazy. That's totally blackmail.
I'm glad to hear that we have the same opinion.
And a $5 million house.
Yeah, she said the house is located in a luxury residential area near the coast.
That's one of the nicest places in town.
There's no reason for us to be threatened, but we can't just let it go, you know?
Of course, this is unacceptable.
I'm sorry, but can I leave the rest to you?
Sure, let's talk about it again when I get back. But I can tell just from what I've heard that she's out of her mind. But I think we need to use full force of the law to get her off your back.
I appreciate your help, Ryan.
By the way, have you talked to your dad yet?
Not yet. He was working late with an overseas client, so he's sleeping now.
I see. Well, when he wakes up, you should tell him about the situation. I think I can be home by 7 or so. Let's talk about the plan with the 3 of us.
Sure. Thank you for your help.
Shelley, any update on a $5 million house?
I told you, it's a waste of money for a stupid offer.
Stupid offer? I'm serious, Shelley.
I mean, why the $5 million house? I think your demand is too specific.
I was thinking about the house for me and my boyfriend to live.
What? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes. I keep dreaming about an elegant life with my boyfriend. The house would be perfect for us. Big yard, swimming pool, jacuzzi, and sauna. Oh, I'm so happy just thinking about it.
I'm not obligated to make your dreams come true.
Oh, Lord, here we go again. If you don't want your husband to find out about your criminal father, get me a $5 million house. Your father is an ambassador.
That father is living with us now.
What?
Well, I'm glad you contacted me. My husband wants to talk to you. Just give me a minute.
Huh? Your husband? Hello, I'm Ryan, Sherry's husband. Please excuse me for messaging you using Sherry's account. You're Sherry's mother, right? Are you Sherry's husband? The lawyer? Yes, I'm a lawyer. Oh, really? I know what you're doing. It's still you, Shelly. Stop pretending to be your husband. Okay then. Can I get your contact info and send you a message from my account? Fine, but I know you're just making fun of me. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? I'm Ryan, Sherry's husband. So, it was true. Normally, I wouldn't proceed with things through texts. But as Sherry's husband, who's well versed in the law, I'd like to talk to you. Oh, okay. What you did to Sherry is unforgivable to me. What are you saying? It's just a small favor from her precious mother. Just give me $5 million. This is not a favor, but a clear threat. You said, give me a $5 million house. Well, I'll expose your father's criminal record. Dear, I don't know what Sherry told you, but it is a fact that her father is a criminal. He committed embezzlement. He's an ex-convict. You're wrong about that. No, I'm not. That's why I divorced him. I don't know what happened after that, but it doesn't change the fact that he has a criminal record. No, Sherry's father was innocent. In fact, he was the one trying to expose the embezzlement. Huh? He fell into the trap of the real culprit and was almost framed. The investigation proved that he wasn't guilty. What? It was my father told me this story. My father is also a lawyer who was in charge of defending Sherry's father at the time. I heard about all his efforts to prove that he wasn't guilty when I was engaged to Shelly. Is that true? Yes, it is. In short, your ex-husband did not get a criminal record, and he's now living with us. No way! Then the $5 million house... I don't think that's the only thing to worry about. Huh? About 20 years ago, You abandoned Sherry when she was still a little girl and ran away. And you sold off the land and house you inherited from your parents to finance your elopement with a man. Did you know that Sherry was raised in foster care until she graduated from high school? What? In foster care? She didn't meet her father again until she became an adult. What's even more unforgivable is that, after more than 20 years with no communication, you suddenly showed up with crazy demands. On top of that, you even tried to blackmail Sherry. But Sherry has suffered because of you. I love Sherry, and I respect her father, the man who is not a criminal. That's why I can't forgive you. You have no right to be involved in our family. I'm declaring to you now that I will take legal action. What? You have committed crimes such as threats and defamation. Do you understand that this is a serious crime? But, you don't even know where I am. I know where you are. What? I told you, I'm a lawyer. I have contacts at the credit bureau. You're in debt, and you're living with a toxic boyfriend. With this situation, you can't escape even if you wanted to. Am I right? We will have to file a claim for alimony and damages. Please don't. And I warn you not to go near Sherry ever again. Please be prepared.
Right after that, I took a big deep breath. Apparently, it was harder than I thought it would be. My mother and her toxic boyfriend panicked after she was actually sued and charged. But it seems that everything was my mother's plan along. The toxic boyfriend abandoned my mother and fled, saying he didn't know anything about what she did. After all that happened, my mother was convinced of a lot of other crimes. She got arrested and went to jail right after that. I know she will come out sooner or later. Thanks to my husband's support, he makes sure that my mother will never show her face in front of me. I imagine my mother was entering her old age by the time she got out of jail. I have a feeling that she will not be able to find a peace until the end of her life.
Hi, Andrea. Can we chat for a moment? It's been a while, Diane. How can I help you? You should give up on marrying William. Excuse me? Marrying Liam makes more sense. Listen, you're going to marry Liam, not William, okay? Hold on, Diane. I've talked to you about this many times before, right? I've been going with William all along, so obviously I'm going to marry him, the brother of Liam. No, I can't let you choose. What I want the most is for Liam to be happy first. Did you forget? When you came over to announce your engagement, I told you then, Liam's marriage has to come first. I've already given you and him my blessings, so I won't allow you to break off the engagement now. With all due respect, Diane, I haven't agreed just because you said so. For sure, William is the one I want to spend my life with. And just so you know, I've only met Liam once. Oh, please. Once should be enough. You've certainly seen enough of his charm. There's no way you wouldn't want to marry such a wonderful guy. But if you insist on selfishly breaking off the engagement, I'll have him claim compensation. Selfish? Compensation? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean. I have to go now. Hey, honey, are you busy working now?
Nah, I'm in the taxi to go to my client's office, so it's fine. What's up?
Your mom started going off the rails again. She's telling me to marry Liam.
Jeez. Now that I think about it, when we went to her place, she was saying something about his marriage coming first if we were to get engaged. Is she seriously trying to set you guys up?
Actually, she already considers our engagement to be a done deal. She says she'll ask for compensation if I break off the engagement.
Jeez, I'm really sorry about this. Her going off like this is nothing new. But seriously, you and Liam barely know each other. It's just not realistic to suddenly talk about marriage.
But you know, I wonder what he thinks about this. Considering how worked up she is, I doubt she hasn't said anything to him.
On that note, He actually reached out to me for advice last night.
Oh, really? But wait, didn't you say something before? After he quit the prestigious job and became a shut-in, he started avoiding you.
Oh, right. We did talk about that. I thought so, but as it turns out, he wasn't actually a shut-in or avoiding me.
What do you mean?
His reason for quitting was because he started his own business.
Wow, he started a business?
And it seems like it's mostly work from home. It's a registered company, so he's technically the founder and CEO.
Amazing.
He manages all his meetings online and doesn't need to commute anywhere. He's always been more of an antisocial, so when he stopped going out, it made him seem like a shut-in and unemployed bum.
I see.
Now his business is doing well, and he's earning quite a bit. He didn't share it with anyone because he was afraid it would turn into bragging material for Mom and be used to show off to her friends and relatives. He thought it'd be better to be treated as an unemployed bum until the right moment to reveal the truth. But then, this commotion happened. Since you have a good position in a major company, Mom thinks that if you marry him, both she and Liam will be financially secure. So she thinks it's a good idea to steal you from me and have you married to him.
She's including herself in the equation of being supported by me? It's not just cheeky, but downright audacious. She even sounds like planning on cohabiting after the marriage.
Yeah, it's really irritating. But of course, Liam has no intention of marrying you, just so you know.
Yeah, I get it. Knowing that he wasn't actually an unemployed shut-in makes me feel relieved.
So, I apologized for assuming that, and we kinda made up. Now, on to the issue at hand, which is what he asked me for advice on. The reason he revealed his real situation now is to ask for our cooperation.
Cooperation?
So, he has a girlfriend for a while now. Apparently, they've even made a promise about getting married.
Oh, really?
But then, out of nowhere, he was told to marry you last night. Panicked, he finally told Mom for the first time that he actually has a fiancé. But for some reason, she thought that his fiancé was you. She was like, "Well done, Liam, you've already taken her from William." He denied it, but she wouldn't listen. She was just too excited about her own misconception.
Geez, she really has extreme thought processes.
And there's one more thing he confided in me about. He's been struggling with her excessive interference since childhood.
I see. He's been through quite a lot too.
So, he's planning to take advantage of her false excitement and consider marrying his real fiancé just to mess with her. For that to happen, he says he needs our help. We plan to set up a time to talk when Mom isn't around, so I want you to join too.
Oh, wow.
Basically, it's a strategy session to prank the selfish mom.
Ha, you said it. Yeah, got it. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm all in. Hi, Andrea. It seems like the wedding preparations are going smoothly. Of course, you've broken up with William, right? No, I haven't. Oh my God. What are you doing? Break up already. No. This is a surprise Liam came up with. A surprise? Yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise for everyone on the wedding day. I haven't asked for more details, so I can't really say anything else. Well, have a good night, Diane. Oh my. Truly, that's my proud son. Sounds like he's planning to make a bold declaration at the wedding, huh? Planning to stun everyone with a fantastic surprise? Maybe making a grand announcement to take the wind out of William, who's snide, just like my ex-husband. Got it. If that's the case, I won't pry any further. Looking forward to the big day. Andrea, it's almost time for the ceremony. Where are you? Brides take forever to get ready, so get your butt here now. Hello? Andrea, get back to me already. Yes, Diane. You've been trying to reach me? What's going on? Ah, finally. What do you think you're doing? Sure, you work for a big fancy company and might have the means to support Liam, but canceling your own wedding at the last minute is outrageous. I can't allow him to marry such a rude woman. Whatever you say. I've already told you that it's impossible for us to get married. And besides, we're on our honeymoon right now. What honeymoon? Don't talk nonsense. Liam's at the venue right now. There's no way you two are on a trip. I never said I was with him. When I say we, I meant William and I. What are you saying? And our wedding took place 2 weeks ago. We invited close friends only and had a party at the restaurant. 2 weeks ago? What are you talking about? The wedding is today. That's why I'm currently at the venue greeting guests as the groom's mother. Liam's all set and with his groomsmen. I see. I'm sorry, but I have no intention of divorcing William, and I'm definitely not marrying Liam. I won't allow that. Besides, how do you plan to pay for this wedding? Liam doesn't work and has no money. We'll be in trouble if you don't pay. Why should I pay for a wedding that's not even mine? Anyway, I don't know what exactly is going on over there, but please, don't involve us. Goodbye then. Andrea? Andrea, what are you going to do? About what? About Liam, my dear precious son. What happened to him? He said you weren't coming, so he'd talk to the venue to cancel the wedding before leaving. I thought he'd handle everything on his own and left earlier. But then, after I left, he's done something unbelievable. Okay. I'm sure he got desperate because you left him at the altar. He suddenly married a woman I'd never seen before. Huh? I received a message from him. It said, I'm marrying this person. He declared his marriage to someone without my permission. It wasn't even in person, just a picture sent to me on the phone. And get this, the bride's face is blurred, so I can't even tell who she is. Oh, I see. You're not surprised by this? I mean, isn't she someone he's been seeing for a while? That can't be true. Ever since he quit working, he's been cooped up at home. The only woman he regularly interacts with is me, his mother. If he had a girlfriend, I'd know right away. Is that so? All this happened because of you. What? My fault? Yes, because you betrayed him and canceled the wedding at the last minute. He was too shocked and went crazy.
Mom, haven't you figured it out yet?
William? Figured what out?
Come on, get it already. The person Liam wants to marry isn't Andrea. He already had a girlfriend, and they were engaged to be married.
No way, because he told me that he snatched Andrea to be his fiancée.
That's not true. You said some ridiculous stuff like snatch her and get married, so he freaked out and finally spilled the beans about having a girlfriend.
Wait, he had a girlfriend? I had no idea.
But you twisted his story as you pleased. You assumed he had taken Andrea and believed they were getting married.
Oh dear. Wait. I can't wrap my head around this.
Whatever. You'll get it once reality hits you, I guess. By the way, Mom, didn't you notice anything in his room?
His room?
If you haven't checked yet, go take a look.
What happened here? His room is empty. There's nothing of his belongings.
You should realize it by now. That's his way of expressing his intentions. Apparently, there's a letter in the top drawer of the dresser for you.
A letter? Oh, yes, it says, "To Mom," written in his handwriting.
Read that carefully and reflect on the toxic parenting you've shown both of us. Even if you reflect now, it's too late though. Oh well. Too late? Wait, William. I haven't read the contents yet. You'll understand once you do. I want nothing to do with you from now on. Goodbye.
Liam left a letter before moving out of home, expressing the distress caused by Diane's excessive interference. He cut ties with her and never mentioned his entrepreneurial venture to her. He now lives in a rented apartment near his wife's family and seems to be enjoying their newlywed life. William and I feel relieved and are happy for them. By the way, we've already moved to the new job location we hoped for. As anticipated, Diane tried to storm into our old place the day after the wedding, but obviously it was in vain. She also barged into our workplaces, but when she was informed that we both quit our jobs, she left in despair. She was left alone after Liam's departure and started working as a cashier at a nearby supermarket for a living. Lacking a proper work ethic, she faced constant scolding from her boss, which stressed her to age rapidly. Her arrogance seemed to have disappeared, and she transformed into a quiet, elderly lady.
Pam? What is this all about? Answer me. Do you think you can get away with this by just keeping quiet? Answer it now. I'm your sister-in-law. Show some respect.
I'm so sorry for late reply.
Finally, you replied. You keep me waiting too long.
Sorry, I was doing some chores. What happened?
Oh, you know what happened. Stop pretending that you don't know. Do you think you can get away with this after all this time?
What? I'm sorry. I really don't know what you're talking about.
Are you seriously acting dumb? You're having an affair with Andrew, aren't you?
Having an affair? With your husband? How could that happen?
You tell me. What made you do such an unholy thing as having an affair with my husband?
Oh no, I would never do such a thing. I would never do such a thing to my husband's brother. In the first place, I don't want to do anything that would hurt my husband.
You mean you would definitely betray your sister-in-law?
No, I never said that. There's nothing going on between me and your husband, so that means I didn't betray you.
In fact, you are already betraying me. You had an affair with my husband, and then you're lying straight to my face. What kind of woman are you?
Seriously, what are you saying? I've told you earlier, I swear, I never had an affair. I don't like it when you assume things out of your mind. First of all, why don't you tell me why you're accusing me now? I would like to know what kind of misunderstanding is there.
Wow, really? I saw you with my husband at the train station today.
At the train station today?
I know you are working during the day. I can't believe you took the day off to have an affair in the middle of the day.
Oh, are you talking about around the noon?
So you admit it. Yes, you were chatting with Andrew like a couple. You were flirting with Andrew. Such a hoe.
No, I'm not. Please listen to me. It's true that I took day off today, but that was to go to the hospital near the station. On my way home, I bumped into your husband. We only spent a minute or two greeting each other and had small talk. It's normal to be close as relatives, and it's normal for me to smile when I talk to my relatives.
No, I can tell. It's called a woman's instinct. You had the smile of a woman seducing a man.
No, I didn't. If you are so suspicious, why don't you check with your husband?
He won't tell me the truth if I ask him. He's cheating on me. How can I believe anything a cheater says?
But I am not having an affair.
You look so innocent, but behind my back, you are flirting with my husband. You homewrecker.
I told you, nothing happened between me and your husband.
I'm going to charge your alimony, so be prepared.
I won't pay alimony because I'm not cheating with your husband. David, I know you're busy on business trip, but there's something that we need to talk.
What's wrong? It must be so important messaging me like this.
I might be involved in some trouble.
What? Trouble?
Jane accused me that I'm having an affair with her husband.
What?
It's not true. She's just accusing me.
Yeah, I believe you, Pam. But why is she accusing you?
I bumped into Andrew in front of the station the other day.
Oh yeah, that was around noon, right? My brother actually messaged me that day. He said he hadn't seen you in a while, but he's glad to hear you're doing well.
I see. But Jane saw us having a small talk. I don't know how she interpreted it. She confronted me saying I was flirting with him. She even demanded alimony.
What the hell is that?
It's crazy, right?
Well, I don't know what she's thinking. I'm sure it's tough to get in trouble with you right now. I think you should go back to your parents' house for now.
I guess so. I'll call my parents. I'm sorry to do this to you when you're busy on a business trip.
No, it's not something you should be apologizing for. If I could, I'd go home right now too. But I've got some more work left to do. I'm sorry. If you can, have someone pick you up and stay with your parents. I heard Jane can get out of hand when she lost her temper. I think you shouldn't be alone right now. I'm going to your parents' house after my trip. We will talk it over then.
Okay.
And please make sure you keep all the conversation with Jane.
Oh yeah, that's sure. I'll do it.
Call me anytime if you need anything. I will talk to my brother about it.
Okay, thank you.
Hello? Pam? Why aren't you at home? Where are you?
Did you come to my house?
Of course. You were having an affair with my husband. We need to talk. But how dare you run away?
I've decided to leave house for a while.
What?
Also, I've told you many times, I am not having an affair. I have a husband whom I love very much. So why would I have an affair with someone else? And you think I'm having an affair with my brother-in-law? It is absolutely impossible.
I won't believe what you say. You are a hoe. Don't run away from me. We should talk face to face.
David told me there is no need for that.
Huh?
I told my husband about it.
I can't believe you. I can't believe he's on your side about this too.
It seems there's nothing I can say, so I'll leave you alone. Once again, I'm not having an affair with your husband.
Pam, long time no see.
Hello, Jane. It's been a while.
I heard you had a baby. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Just kidding. Did you really thought I would congratulate you?
Are you serious? You still accusing me until now?
Of course. Well, actually, when I heard that you got pregnant, I thought it was a big opportunity for me. So, I've been waiting for you to give birth.
Big opportunity?
David is infertile, right? If that's the case, the child you gave birth to is Andrew's. Now, you have a living proof of your affair. You should get the baby a DNA test right away and prepare yourself.
Jane, this is David. It's been a while.
What?
I was just now next to Pam, so I asked her to give her phone. I just wanted to say a few things.
Oh, hello. You're a sucker, aren't you? Your wife is having an affair with your own brother, and you're still defending her after she gave birth to his child. Do you really want a child that badly? Don't you have any pride as a man? It's a little pathetic, don't you think?
He asked me to tell you, so I will.
What?
I'm not the one who's infertile. Pam is.
Huh?
And Pam gave birth to my child. I'm sure of it.
How can you be so sure? Infertility doesn't mean you can have children 100% of the time, right?
We've been doing fertility treatments for a long time.
What? Really? That means...
Yes, we did AIH. So, I'm 100% sure it's my child.
Oh no! But it doesn't prove that Pam didn't have an affair with Andrew.
About that, I'm just wondering why you want to make it sound like my brother and Pam had an affair.
Because they were meeting up in the middle of the day. She tried to flirt with my husband. I even took pictures of them.
With all due respect, she went to the hospital that day and we have a proof. And my brother was around that area after the meeting with his clients. He also has proof of that. He returned to the office 10 minutes after he finished talking with Pam. There is no way to have an affair, right?
But there's a picture.
I heard what my brother said about that picture. It's a picture of them just standing and talking in front of a train station. You said Pam was flirting with him, but it's not like they are holding hands or anything. From what we see, they are just talking. I don't think that could prove the affair.
But...
I think you've accused my brother a lot too. But he can't admit it because there was no affair in the first place. I heard that you two are now living apart, right?
Because he is having an affair. What's wrong with confronting a cheater? I'm the one who is right.
You're quite stubborn. We can sue you, Jane.
Sue me?
You are making a big deal about an affair that never happened. Besides, it's been months since you started making a fuss for nothing. Do you think my brother did nothing?
Huh? What do you mean? What did Andrew do?
Did you know that it's been 2 days since my brother left your house? You didn't notice that.
What? What do you mean he left?
It seems that he took his time to move his belongings out little by little. The lease on the house will expire next month. Even though you two were living apart, you really didn't care about my brother.
What the hell?
If you don't believe me, why don't you check out his room?
No way! All of his stuff is gone!
Well, now you know that I'm telling you the truth. In conclusion, it was you who was having an affair.
Huh? Excuse me? What the hell? There's no way I would do such a thing. Do you have any proof? I won't tolerate false accusations.
Yeah, I have a proof.
What?
When you started accusing of an affair, my brother had his own ideas about it. He hired a PI, and they already found out everything.
What? PI?
They have all the photos, audio, and the video that clearly shows the affair.
Wait!
The reason you started accusing my wife of an affair? You just wanted to get a divorce in your favor. And get alimony from my brother and Pam, right?
That's not what I was thinking. You're the one who's delusional and trying to rip me off. Stop it.
I'm not delusional. You used my brother's car without permission, and you didn't know there's dashcam in the car. There's an audio recording of you talking to your boyfriend.
Audio recording?
I just got the perfect picture. I'm going to use this as evidence to get a divorce, and I'm going to get a huge alimony. That's what you were saying, right?
Oh no! I can't believe that car had a dashcam!
Well, thanks to the new technology, not only they can prevent accidents, but they can also expose infidelity. Also, your divorce with my brother has been processed.
What?
You slapped a divorce paper to my brother's face when you accused him. He just submitted those papers to finalize the divorce.
What? No! Wait a minute! I'm sorry. I'll apologize. Let's talk it over.
There's no time to wait. I think it's about time that my brother's lawyer came to see you. I heard that your parents are very upset about what happened. They'll be there too.
Oh no! Someone's knocking my front door. Is that the lawyer? Do I have to answer it?
Oh, good timing. Please don't run away. You should talk to them face to face. My brother has moved and found a new job. He also changed his cell phone number and started a new life. Jane will never able to contact my brother again. My brother's lawyer processed to discuss alimony with her. She ranted and raved, saying that she would not pay alimony and she should be the one to get alimony. However, her father scolded her right away. Thanks to her father, Jane finally agreed to pay the alimony. Jane's boyfriend was also a married man. In the end, Jane also charged alimony by boyfriend's wife. Jane and her boyfriend blame each other for the affair. They had a big fight because Jane's boyfriend wanted Jane to pay his alimony. They ended up breaking up. Jane was cut off from her parents and had to work in the nightlife while continuing to pay alimony.
Hello, Nancy. Yes, Alyssa? Stop calling me by my name. I'm your mother. Just call me Mom. You didn't let me call you Mom for so long. I can't call you Mom anymore. That's okay. I didn't get a chance to talk to you at the funeral, so I thought I'd drop you a message. So, what can I do for you? You're cold. I don't have to have a reason to give you a message. Huh? It's been ages since I last saw you. Yes. How long have we not seen each other? I moved away when I started college. It's been 10 years. Has it been that long already? We met again at your dad's funeral, but why didn't you visit us for 10 years? No one will be happy to see me. That's not true. Rob and I both wanted to see you. You don't have to say something you don't mean. Well, that's a terrible thing to say. We're family. Family? I've never thought of you guys as family. What? My father and I are related by blood, but you and Rob were not. Why are you saying this? I took such good care of you. Took good care of me? Since you remarried to Rob when I was in middle school, I've taken care of everything myself. In fact, I did all the cooking and cleaning for you because you didn't do any of the housework. But we lived under the same roof for 5 years. And you have a cute little brother, RJ. No. RJ doesn't think of me as a sister. He thinks of me as a handy servant. That's not true. RJ is not my brother, and you're not my mother either. Why do you say such sad things? Your father must be sad in heaven. I don't think he's sad. When we lived together, you never treated me as part of your family. I never thought of you guys as my family either. Rob was all about you and RJ. I was left out. You guys never took me on a family vacation. Well, there's a budget, Budget? Because if I took you with me, it would cost a lot more. Well, Rob's salary wasn't very high, but I don't want to be stingy when it comes to family vacations, so I decided to leave you home to stay at a nice hotel. That way, we could spend more on food too. So you're saying I don't count as family? That's not true. I always bought you souvenirs from our trips. You have been and always will be my family. I don't know what you are saying, but that's why I want you to pay me back every penny I've ever spent on you. Huh? The living expenses I've spent on you, food, clothes, and the house's electricity, gas, and water bills, and everything else. It's about $300,000 in total. Alisa, you should go see your doctor. What do you mean? I just thought you were crazy. What's wrong with me? For you to call me family and ask me for money like that, I can't help but think you're sick. I beg your pardon? Then let me tell you something. You're not a part of my family, but I've been taking care of you. I will charge you for every penny you've ever cost me. Everything. Well, you know, you are a housewife, so I don't think you spent a penny on me. What are you talking about? I supported my husband as a housewife. That means it's also my money. Is that so? That's how it is. You didn't even do the housework. That's rude. I did a lot of things you didn't know about. Like what? Shut up. Don't get me started on all the details. Okay. Anyway, your dad told me I could charge you for all the money I've spent. My dad? That's right. He even wrote me a will. Does he even have a will? I raised his daughter. He must have wanted to repay me for raising a stepdaughter. I was devastated when he passed away, but I was moved to know that he was thinking of me. Is that will a real one? I don't think my father would let his daughter pay for it. Of course it's real. It has his signature. What? Yes, it's your dad's wish to charge you money. I'll make sure you pay me back. I see. So, after ruining my father's life, you're trying to rip me off. I'm not ripping you off. I'm just claiming my right. You sound like a parasite. I'm not a parasite. You're the kind of girl who irritates people, aren't you? It must be hard to pay $300,000 all at once. You can pay me $3,000 a month. I won't pay for it. You have to pay. I told you I have your dad's will. You're the one who raised the tuition and got through college. You can easily afford $3,000 a month, right? It's impossible. You're working for a well-known company now, aren't you? I didn't get this job for you. What are you talking about? I sent you to a good school so you wouldn't have to worry about money in the future. That's why you're here now. I want you to be grateful. You say it's a good school. Unlike RJ, I didn't have a private tutor. I entered a public school on my own. My relatives paid for my high school entrance fees. I went to college on a scholarship. I don't have anything to thank you for. You're always saying things that make me angry. Don't talk to your mother like that. Mother, didn't you just call me a stranger? I meant you are a stranger, but I took care of you. You didn't take care of me. Shut up already. Anyway, I'll send you a copy of your dad's will. You'd better read it carefully. Nancy, I sent you a letter by express mail. Did you get it already? A letter? Yes, a letter of commitment and an invoice. Oh, I got something that looks like that. I've written down the payment address on the invoice. Make sure you transfer the money there every month. I told you no. Are you still saying that? That's enough. You're the one who needs to stop. Do you really enjoy taking money from people so much? What a big mouth. You're just like your mother. Is that so? I've been told I look like her. You also have a mean personality just like her. It pisses me off just thinking about it. That woman who took my money. You were having an affair with my father. I was serious. My father and you were both married at the time, so cheating is cheating.
But she didn't have to charge me alimony.
You knew my father was married and you went out with him. You should pay alimony.
I don't think so. I can only assume that she was asking for money because she was angry that I had taken her husband. Your mother wasn't attractive as a woman. No wonder he left her.
Well, but my dad paid the alimony you should have paid, remember? You even made my father pay the alimony your ex-husband demanded.
So what?
You didn't get punished for anything. You're running away from your responsibility.
You can say whatever you want. I'll make you pay.
I said I won't pay.
Are you still trying to get away? I'm letting you pay monthly.
There's no reason for me to pay you.
If you don't pay me in time, I'll go to court and ask you to pay me in one lump sum.
Whatever you want.
Oh, really? Well, okay. By the way, you live in a very large apartment, right?
Well, I have 4 rooms, so I guess it's a bit on the large side. So what?
I'm moving into your apartment. Please empty a room for me.
Huh? What are you saying now? Why should I let a parasite in my house?
You're so obnoxious, aren't you? It's hard to pay the rent now that my husband is gone. Even though there's going to be an inheritance, it's not going to be much. I'm a stay-at-home mom with no income, and RJ hasn't found a job yet.
You mean I'm supposed to take care of you guys?
That's what I'm saying.
Don't you think it's too much?
You're just a stranger, but you must take care of me.
I'm not going to pay you a penny.
Oh, yeah. RJ is moving in with us.
What?
Make sure you leave room for RJ.
You've been talking nonsense for a while now. I have no intention of supporting you guys.
I don't care what you want. You can't run away forever.
Huh?
That's right. I have an idea. Will you hire RJ at the company you work for?
Huh?
RJ is graduating from college soon, but has not received any job offers. You are RJ's sister, after all. It would help if you used your connections to get RJ in.
Our company is not hiring new graduates at the moment. I don't think it's possible to bring RJ in.
If it's a profitable company, it wouldn't be a big deal to add one more employee. If that's not possible, you should quit and they should hire RJ instead.
Are you aware that you're talking nonsense?
Not at all. I'm just saying the right thing as a mother who cares about her son.
We can't hire RJ at our company.
Why not?
I mean, no company would want to hire him.
What do you mean?
Can he read and write well?
Yes, he can.
How about addition and subtraction?
Do you think he is an idiot?
I've never seen RJ studying. I'm seriously worried about him. He grew up spoiled by parents who weren't very smart. He needs to be more independent and cooperative. Getting a job is difficult when he's lived a life of selfishness.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not. Whatever you say, our company won't hire him anyway.
How do you know that? You're not in HR. It's up to the president to decide whether or not he'll hire you.
You really don't know anything about life, do you?
What?
You don't know who the CEO is?
I don't care.
I am.
Well, don't lie. You're still in your 20s.
We're a brand new company.
You founded the company?
My mother founded the company and I took over as CEO last year.
Huh.
If RJ is really capable, I might hire him if he's really talented and valuable. That's not 100% likely to happen.
Wait a minute. Why did that woman create a company? She was just a housewife, wasn't she?
She became a housewife after marrying my father. My mother was always hardworking. My father wanted her to stay home and support him, so she reluctantly quit her job.
That's right.
While my father kept her at home, he went out and got himself a woman. It's appalling, I know, but it was probably a good thing that she divorced him. Thanks to that, she was able to go back to work. She even started her own business.
Okay.
I was working for another company until my mother started her own business. My mother asked me to help her with the business, so I moved to her company. I had a lot of difficulties in the beginning, but now we have good employees and our business is growing steadily. Thanks to her, I'm making a good living.
That's not fair. She swindled me out of alimony, and on top of that, she's making money?
Well, my father paid the alimony, didn't he? Oh yeah, my mother remarried and has a younger husband now.
What?
Her husband also runs his own business. His earnings alone are enough to live on, so my mother gave her company.
That's so unfair. She made a profit from the company and is happy? I'm having such a hard time making money. That's not fair.
Unfair? My mother worked hard and found happiness on her own. And she's the one who paid for my high school tuition. You, who only think about being a parasite on others, you have no right to criticize my mother.
Then what about you? Pay $5,000 a month and support us.
I don't want to. Don't just add $2,000.
You're a CEO. You have plenty of money, don't you? You can easily pay us $5,000.
I'm not going to pay you a single penny. Why don't you let your son, your pride and joy, earn the money?
RJ hasn't found a job yet.
Can't you at least get a part-time job?
I don't want him to. I want him to work for a real company. I want him to work as a full-time employee.
Oh.
And the salary should be at least $10,000 a month.
I see. You have no idea what life is, don't you?
Huh?
You don't see reality at all. It's 200% impossible for RJ to become a full-time employee.
Shut up. Shut up.
Stop expecting your useless son to do anything. Start working. Ah, I see. You are even more useless. I wonder if anyone will hire you.
How far are you going to go to make fun of us?
I'm not making fun of you guys. In fact, I respect you. I respect your recklessness in getting people to hire your stupid son.
It really pisses me off, but I'll tell you something. I'm not going to work. I still have your father's will. I'm going to squeeze every last dime out of you until you die.
Well, that will? It's handwritten, right?
Yes, it is.
It's not my father's handwriting.
What?
You wrote this, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
If it's forged, you're in big trouble.
It's not a forgery. Your father wrote it.
That's funny.
What do you mean?
His handwriting is unnaturally good.
What? Your father wrote it. Don't accuse me.
My father's handwriting has always been terrible. As bad as a small child's, or worse. He can't write like this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He said he is very good at handwriting.
That's a lie.
Huh?
His handwriting is so bad, he was just kidding.
What?
He knew no one would believe him anyway. Have you ever seen my father's handwriting?
Come to think of it, maybe not.
My father never liked his handwriting. He rarely wrote in front of the family.
I see.
So you took him seriously and wrote his will with a good handwriting, didn't you?
No, I didn't. He indeed wrote this will. It's a document that will remain after his death. I'm sure he used all his strength to write it beautifully. But something is not right. What do you mean? Why don't you take another look? Huh? His name is spelled wrong. No matter how bad his handwriting was, I'm sure you wouldn't make a mistake with his name. So someone else must have signed this. No. My father must be disappointed in heaven right now. You've been with him for 15 years, and all you saw him as was an ATM. An ATM? I loved him so much. You didn't even remember his name properly. You weren't interested in my father himself. Maybe he just got his name wrong because he was sick and weak. No matter how weak he was, there's no way he could have gotten it wrong. Then, with this, his will, and these messages you've been sending me, I'll go to the police now. Wait a minute. Nope. I'm sorry. I won't demand any more money from you. I apologize. See? Like this. Don't send me a stupid emoji. Besides, it's too late for you to apologize. What? I already filed a report. Oh no. Then I'll come over right away. I want to apologize in person, please. Forgive me. No, please don't come. But I want to apologize. I'm not going to forgive you even if you apologize. If you come, I'll call the police. Please, don't make it a big deal. We're family, right? No, we are strangers. We're less than strangers. Well then... Wait. Nancy? Please, forgive me. My stepmother was arrested. In addition to the forgery of documents, she tried to take money from me. She was also found guilty of trying to break into the house. After being fined, Alyssa's savings were wiped out. Alyssa and her son RJ now work part-time and somehow managing to survive. On the other hand, I'm running the company I inherited from my mother. My mother and her husband are doing well. They are now on a cruise. I hope that one day I will find a wonderful partner like my mother did and find my own happiness.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.